99% of people aged 70 to 80 cannot do these 9 things. Buddhist Teachings. The mind, when stretched by a new experience, can never go back to its old dimensions. Oliver Wendell Holmes. Have you ever wondered what sets apart those who thrive well into their 70s and 80s? The ones who defy expectations and continue to live with purpose and vitality. Maybe you know someone like that, or maybe you aspire to be one of them. In today's video on The Journey of Wisdom, we're diving into something truly eye-opening. 99% of people aged 70 to 80 can't do these 9 things. But what if I told you that Buddhist teachings hold the keys to overcoming these obstacles? From small habits to profound mental shifts, we'll uncover what makes these individuals rare and remarkable. You'll be amazed at how small changes can transform not only your life, but the lives of those around you. Stick with me and let's explore these 9 powerful insights together. You won't want to miss this journey of wisdom and self-discovery. Let's begin. 1. Living with purpose. Reaching the ages of 70 or 80 and still waking up with a clear sense of purpose is truly one of life's greatest treasures. At this stage of life, if you are able to rise each morning with direction and meaning, you are indeed a rare and valuable gem. A life lived with purpose is what fuels our motivation, keeps our minds engaged, and fills our days with joy and fulfillment. Whether it's through volunteering, mentoring, nurturing a beloved hobby, or spending precious time with family and friends, having a reason to wake up with enthusiasm transforms how we face each day. It gives us the energy to confront challenges and approach life with positivity. Buddhist teachings have long emphasized the importance of right intention and right action as 2 crucial elements of the Noble Eightfold Path. This path teaches us to live with mindfulness, compassion, and integrity in all that we do. When we live with a purpose, we are embodying these principles, as we are not only seeking fulfillment for ourselves, but contributing to the well-being of others and the world around us. As the Buddha wisely said, your work is to discover your world, and then, with all your heart, give yourself to it. These words remind us that living with purpose is not just about achieving external goals, but about aligning ourselves with the deeper meaning of life, embracing every action as part of a greater whole. In modern life, it's easy to get caught up in the busyness of day-to-day activities, or to feel like our purpose diminishes as we age. But purpose does not have to be grand. It can be as simple as the joy of caring for a grandchild, offering wisdom to the next generation, or practicing kindness in our community. The key is to keep our hearts open and receptive to life's ongoing possibilities, no matter what stage we're in. As we grow older, the wisdom we've accumulated over decades becomes an invaluable resource, both for ourselves and for others. The greatest joy, as Buddhist teachings suggest, often comes not from what we achieve, but from how we choose to engage with the world. It is better to conquer yourself than to win 1,000 battles, the Buddha also taught. This wisdom applies profoundly here. Living with purpose means living in harmony with ourselves, accepting where we are, and using our strengths to contribute to something meaningful. It's about finding peace in knowing that each day is an opportunity to live intentionally. So, as you wake up each morning, remember that your purpose is not something to chase. It is already within you, waiting to be expressed through your thoughts, actions, and presence in this world. In doing so, you not only enrich your own life, but become a beacon of light for others to follow. 2. Harmonious communication with your children. As you reach the later stages of life, Being able to maintain harmonious communication with your children becomes one of the most meaningful achievements you can strive for. In fact, if you've managed to cultivate a relationship where you and your children communicate openly, respectfully and lovingly, you are truly a rare gem. Many people aged 70 or 80 find this task difficult, as the passing years often bring changes in family dynamics, roles, and responsibilities. However, those who can continue to build healthy communication are not only nurturing their family bonds, but also embodying the essence of peace and understanding, qualities so deeply rooted in Buddhist teachings. Buddha once said, "Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without." These words remind us that the key to creating peace in our relationships lies first in cultivating peace within ourselves. When we achieve inner serenity, we are better equipped to carry that energy into our conversations with others, especially our children, who look to us not only for guidance, but also for understanding. Harmonious communication doesn't simply mean speaking calmly. It means fostering an environment of empathy, mutual respect, and true listening. Too often, conversations turn into lectures or monologues where one side speaks and the other is expected to listen passively. True communication, though, is about balance. It's about both speaking and hearing, understanding and being understood. In the hustle of modern life, it's easy for generational gaps to widen, especially when your children have formed their own families, responsibilities, and opinions that might differ from your own. As time passes, differences in lifestyle, perspectives, and even beliefs can emerge. It's natural, and rather than resisting these changes, wisdom calls for acceptance. When you cultivate understanding and meet your children on common ground, you reinforce your relationship and avoid unnecessary conflicts. The foundation of any strong relationship, especially between parent and child, lies in not just speaking your truth, but in recognizing and valuing theirs as well. Buddhism teaches us about the art of letting go, and this principle applies in communication too. Sometimes, the healthiest thing you can do is release expectations or control over how the conversation should go. This doesn't mean indifference or detachment. It means practicing patience and acceptance. When we let go of the need to always be right or the desire to impose our way of thinking, we create space for compassion to grow. It opens up a way for real, heartfelt exchanges. Ask yourself, how often do you truly listen to your children without judgment? Are you making space for their experiences and perspectives, or are you caught up in wanting them to follow the same path you did? These open-ended questions allow you to reflect on the kind of parent you are and the kind of relationship you want to foster. Let me share with you a story from Buddhist tradition about the importance of communication and patience. Once, there was a monk who had a very challenging disciple. This young man was constantly making mistakes, was impulsive, and refused to listen to advice. Many other monks suggested that the master should give up on him. But the master monk simply smiled and said, "If I give up on him, how will he learn? And if he never learns, who will guide him?" Over time, with patience, understanding, and gentle communication, the young disciple began to change. The master's approach was not through force, but through consistent love, and as a result, the bond between them strengthened. This story speaks to the power of persistence in communication. It teaches us that sometimes, even when it seems difficult, the effort to keep communicating, without frustration or anger, can lead to the transformation of a relationship. Similarly, maintaining communication with your children as you grow older requires a gentle, persistent approach. Honest conversations, asking how they are without expecting a particular answer, or even just being present in their lives as a supportive listener, can do wonders. Instead of seeing disagreements or differences as barriers, view them as opportunities to learn from each other. perhaps the real question is not, why don't they understand me? But how can I better understand them? This simple shift can open doors to deeper, more fulfilling connections. The key to sustaining harmonious communication with your children at this stage of life is wisdom, patience, and the inner strength to let go when necessary. This doesn't mean withdrawing from the relationship. It means letting go of the need to control the conversation or outcomes. It means trusting that your bond with your children, built over decades, is strong enough to handle different opinions or lifestyles. As you continue to cultivate these open lines of communication, you set a powerful example for future generations about the value of family, respect, and understanding. In conclusion, maintaining harmonious communication is more than just the ability to talk. It's about creating an atmosphere of peace, understanding, and mutual respect within the home. It requires mindfulness, just as Buddha teaches, and a genuine commitment to listening with empathy. The lesson here is clear. The foundation of family unity lies not in words spoken, but in hearts connected. At 70 or 80 years old, if you can achieve this, you will have given your children a gift far more valuable than any material possession, a model of love, wisdom, and enduring connection that will guide them throughout their lives. 3. Strong social connections. Imagine for a moment what life could be like if at 70 or 80 years old you had a circle of friends and family you could count on. People who celebrate your joys and stand by you through life's inevitable challenges. Having these strong social connections at this stage in life is not only rare, but truly a blessing. And if you've managed to maintain them, you're one of the fortunate few. This isn't just about avoiding loneliness. It's about living a full, emotionally rich life. As the Buddha said, thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. Think about that for a second. When we share our happiness, it grows. And that's the power of strong social connections. But what about those moments when you feel isolated, when loneliness starts creeping in? It's not uncommon in old age, and it can lead to feelings of sadness, even depression. This isolation isn't just an emotional burden, it affects physical health too. Studies have shown that loneliness can be as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Yet, maintaining strong relationships combats this loneliness. Imagine how much better you'd feel by participating in social activities, whether it's catching up over coffee, attending a community event, or just exchanging stories with a neighbor. How does it feel to reminisce with an old friend or laugh until your stomach hurts? Those moments don't just lift your mood, they can literally keep your brain healthier and more active. In Buddhist teachings, there's an important concept known as Sangha, which refers to a community that supports one another spiritually and emotionally. The Sangha is essential for growth, much like your network of friends and family is essential for your well-being. Sharing your life's experiences, your wisdom, your joys, and even your struggles with others not only enriches your own life, but benefits those around you. Picture a group of elders who meet regularly at a book club, not just to read, but to bond over shared opinions, laughter, and learning. These gatherings aren't just an escape from loneliness. They're a source of emotional and intellectual nourishment. They stimulate the mind, keep the heart full, and form bonds that could last a lifetime. The importance of these connections goes even deeper. You're not just receiving support from others, you're also giving it. Perhaps you found joy in helping others, in being there when a friend or family member needed you. This compassion strengthens bonds and fosters a sense of belonging. In Buddhism, there is a deep focus on compassion and mutual care, not just for yourself, but for others. By supporting those around you, you create meaningful relationships built on trust and kindness. Isn't there something incredibly rewarding about knowing you're not just living for yourself, but you're also contributing to the happiness and well-being of others? So how can you start strengthening your social connections today? Maybe it's as simple as reaching out to an old friend, or maybe it's joining a local community group where you can meet like-minded people. Perhaps there's someone in your life you've been meaning to spend more time with, but haven't. What if you made the effort this week to change that? As you age, these relationships become vital. They offer you emotional support, help reduce stress, and enrich your life with beautiful shared memories. The key takeaway is this: strong social connections are not just nice to have. They are essential for a long and fulfilling life. The relationships you nurture today will be the pillars that hold you up tomorrow, ensuring that you live a life not just of longevity, but of joy, peace, and true fulfillment. So, what steps will you take today to strengthen your connections? The path to a richer, fuller life begins with the people around you. If you're still here, you're truly committed to unlocking the wisdom that can transform your later years. Comment "healthy mind, strong body" to show your dedication to applying these Buddhist teachings to your life. Don't miss what's coming up. There's more to learn that can help you thrive, even in your 70s and 80s. Stay tuned for the keys to lifelong vitality. 4. Open-mindedness. Open-mindedness, especially in the later stages of life, is not just a virtue, but a key to living with richness and fulfillment. As we age, particularly in our 70s or 80s, we face numerous changes, both in our physical surroundings and in our internal worlds. However, those who can welcome these changes with an open heart are truly extraordinary. The ability to accept new ideas, adapt to life's continuous flow, and embrace transformation makes you stand out in a world that often fears the unknown. Life never stops evolving, and neither should we. The Buddhist teachings remind us that clinging to the past or worrying about the future invites suffering. As the Buddha wisely said, "Nothing is forever except change." When we remain open to new possibilities, we live fully in the present, free from the weight of fear or regret. The journey of life at any age is filled with lessons. With an open mind, you begin to see these lessons not as challenges to resist, but as stepping stones for personal growth. Buddha's path to enlightenment emphasizes this very approach. By embracing impermanence, we gain a deeper understanding of life and inner peace. Having an open mind allows you to witness beauty and wisdom in places you may not have expected, whether it's through the laughter of a grandchild or the wisdom shared by someone younger than you. There's a profound freedom in letting go of preconceived notions and seeing life with fresh eyes, as if it were a canvas ready to be painted anew each day. In addition, maintaining an open mind becomes the foundation for nurturing healthy relationships with family and friends. Forgiveness plays a crucial role here. When we let go of old grudges, we release ourselves from the shackles of past hurts. As the Dalai Lama says, "Forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself." Holding on to bitterness only serves to tether us to the pain of the past, but through forgiveness, we allow our hearts to heal, opening the door to new, joyful experiences. Moreover, being open-minded helps you relate better with younger generations, from children to grandchildren. Understanding their perspectives, their hopes and their challenges fosters stronger family ties built on mutual respect and love. This harmony is an invaluable gift that enriches not only your life, but the lives of those around you. So how do you cultivate such an open mindset? Start by stepping out of your comfort zone. Engage in a hobby you've never tried. Listen deeply to someone with a different viewpoint, or approach life with a renewed sense of curiosity. As Confucius once said, "Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance." By acknowledging that we don't have all the answers, we become more receptive to learning. Even at 70 or 80, the world has endless things to teach us, and wisdom lies in the willingness to explore it with humility and enthusiasm. In today's fast-paced, ever-changing world, open-mindedness ensures that you not only survive, but thrive. It allows you to embrace each moment with grace, discover new possibilities, and continue to grow as an individual. It's not about avoiding change, but about facing it with courage and a willingness to learn. By cultivating this openness, you remain connected to the world and to yourself, finding vitality and joy even in the smallest moments. True wisdom is not about knowing everything, but about maintaining the desire to keep learning. With an open mind, every day becomes an opportunity to evolve, to connect, and to find peace. 5. Physical health. When we reach the age of 70 or 80, our bodies carry the history of all the years we've lived, our joys, struggles, triumphs, and lessons. Taking care of this body, this temple, as Buddhist teachings often remind us, is not just about survival. It's about maintaining the freedom and independence we have worked for our entire lives. Imagine waking up each day with the ability to move freely, preparing your own meals, and taking a peaceful walk through nature without relying on anyone. This isn't just about physical health, it's about preserving your dignity, your autonomy, and the simple pleasures that come from living an active, fulfilling life. As the Buddha once said, to keep the body in good health is a duty, otherwise we shall not be able to keep our mind strong and clear. But how do we nurture this freedom as we age? It begins with movement. Regular physical activity like yoga, tai chi, or even a daily walk can be transformative. These gentle exercises aren't just for the young, they are especially vital as we grow older, helping to improve our balance, strengthen our muscles, and enhance our flexibility. This not only reduces the risk of falls, but also keeps our bodies agile and responsive. Think of these activities as a form of meditation in motion, where the body and mind are aligned, working together to maintain your vitality. And isn't that what we all seek? A body that supports us rather than limits us. The second pillar of physical health is nutrition. What you put into your body directly influences how you feel and how much energy you have to enjoy life. A diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats provides the fuel your body needs to function at its best. As the ancient teachings remind us, every human being is the author of his own health or disease. What kind of story are you writing for yourself? Are you giving your body the nourishment it deserves, or are you treating it like an afterthought? The food we eat is not just sustenance, it is medicine for our body, a way to honor and care for ourselves on a deeper level. But physical health is not just about the body. Our minds play an equally important role. Maintaining a positive attitude, filled with joy and laughter, can have a profound impact on our well-being. Did you know that laughter triggers the release of endorphins, the body's natural feel-good chemicals? These hormones help to relieve stress, lower blood pressure, and promote an overall sense of happiness. And in Buddhist practice, joy and mindfulness are intertwined. When we approach life with a sense of gratitude and optimism, we are not only nourishing our spirits, but also our bodies. Consider the story of the wise old monk who lived past 100 years. He remained active, full of joy, and deeply engaged with his community until the very end. His secret wasn't a mystery. It was simply a life lived in balance, filled with compassion, physical activity, and mindfulness. He taught that caring for the body is a spiritual practice in itself. Every movement, every meal, and every breath can be a form of meditation, connecting us more deeply to the present moment and to the vitality within us. So, ask yourself, how are you treating your body today? What small changes can you make to improve your physical health and enhance your quality of life? Could you take a short walk after breakfast? Or perhaps you can add more fresh vegetables to your meals. Maybe it's as simple as starting each day with a smile and a deep breath of gratitude. Every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to a life filled with energy, joy, and independence. Isn't that worth the effort? This journey of physical health is lifelong, but the rewards are profound. A vibrant, empowered life well into your later years. The question remains, what will you do today to honor your body and ensure that it continues to support you on this beautiful journey called life? 6. Continuous learning. Imagine yourself at 70 or 80 years old, still curious, still eager to learn, and still ready to embrace new experiences with the same enthusiasm you had in your youth. This spark of continuous learning is not just a key to keeping life vibrant, but also a path to maintaining mental agility and emotional well-being. It's easy to think that learning is something for the young, but in truth, it becomes even more vital as we grow older. As the world revolves around us, adapting and expanding our knowledge helps us stay connected, relevant, and engaged. Learning doesn't have to be grandiose or academic. It could be something as simple as learning a new language, understanding how to navigate the latest technology, or mastering a recipe that you've always wanted to try. The Buddhist teaching, "What you think, you become," resonates deeply here. What new thoughts, ideas, or skills are shaping the person you're becoming now? Continuous learning is like a fountain of youth for the mind, keeping it sharp, lively, and ready to face the challenges of aging with grace and resilience. Have you ever thought about how learning something new could positively impact your everyday life? Imagine being able to use modern technology to communicate with distant family members, shop online, or even manage your finances from the comfort of your home. These small yet powerful pieces of knowledge can transform your independence, offering a sense of confidence and self-sufficiency. You may even find that as you learn, you grow more self-reliant, more in control of your environment, and more capable of navigating the complexities of the modern world. Is there a skill you've always wanted to learn but never had the chance? Now is the perfect time to explore that curiosity. As Buddha also said, an idea that is developed and put into action is more important than an idea that exists only as an idea. The simple act of engaging with new knowledge can bring profound changes, not just to your mind, but to your entire life. Continuous learning isn't just about what you can do for yourself. It's about connecting with others. Whether it's through attending workshops, joining clubs, or taking a class, learning often brings us closer to people who share similar interests. These connections can spark new friendships, open doors to different perspectives, and add layers of richness to our social lives. Have you ever felt the joy of learning something alongside others, sharing insights, or even laughing at a mistake made together? These moments create lasting bonds that nurture both your intellect and your spirit. As you expand your knowledge, you also expand your social world, creating deeper and more fulfilling relationships that can help combat loneliness, a common challenge in later life. Consider the wise elders in Buddhist stories, those who never ceased to learn, never stopped questioning, and never became complacent in their wisdom. Their continuous quest for knowledge kept their minds sharp and their hearts young. Can you see yourself walking this same path of curiosity and wisdom? Maybe it's time to explore a hobby you've set aside or dive into the study of a new philosophy or skill that intrigues you. The beauty of learning is that it has no age limit. What will you choose to explore next? Whether it's enrolling in a crafting class or using a learning app to study a new language, the journey of knowledge is endless. The only limit is the curiosity you bring to it. So, what's stopping you from taking that next step? By watching this far, you're already taking the first steps toward living a fulfilling life, regardless of age. Comment "Eternal Strength" if you're ready to embrace these 9 essential practices. Stick around. There's more wisdom ahead that will empower you to live with purpose and energy into your later years. 7. Engaging in hobbies. At 70 or 80 years old, engaging in hobbies becomes more than just a pastime. It's a gateway to a vibrant and meaningful life, where small moments of joy keep the spirit youthful. Just as the Buddha taught about the importance of being present in each moment, hobbies are a beautiful practice of mindfulness that bring our attention into the now. Whether you are painting a canvas, tending to a garden, playing a musical instrument, or getting lost in a book, these activities allow us to step away from the chaos of the world and reconnect with ourselves in a deep and peaceful way. Through hobbies, we channel our thoughts into creation and purpose, which helps to shape a fulfilling reality, even in the later stages of life. Hobbies not only provide joy, but also structure our days with meaningful pursuits, giving us something to look forward to and feel accomplished by. Imagine the satisfaction of planting seeds and watching them grow, or the sense of fulfillment when you complete a detailed puzzle or finish a captivating book. These small victories are reminders that life continues to offer richness and growth at any age. As we move into older age, maintaining mental engagement and emotional satisfaction is essential. Hobbies serve as a protective layer against boredom and restlessness, filling life with moments of peace and satisfaction. They stimulate our minds, keeping them sharp and alert, while also fostering emotional contentment. Moreover, hobbies can be a bridge to new relationships and community connections. Joining a local gardening group, art class, or book club introduces new friendships and strengthens bonds with others who share your interests. Socializing through shared activities reduces feelings of isolation, which often become more prominent in older age, and helps nurture a sense of belonging. This sense of community is key, as even the Buddha emphasized the importance of Sangha, the community of practitioners, in one's spiritual journey. By cultivating friendships and maintaining social interaction, we stay connected and support each other in our personal growth. Hobbies also offer a form of self-expression and discovery. Perhaps you've always admired musicians and dreamt of playing the guitar, or maybe you've been fascinated by flowers and want to cultivate your own garden. Now is the perfect time to explore these interests. The beauty of hobbies lies in their ability to open up new avenues of learning and expression, reminding us that there is always something new to discover about ourselves. As the philosopher Lao Tzu said, "A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." Embarking on a new hobby, no matter how small it seems, is a step towards keeping your spirit alive and curious. So, reflect on what brings you joy, whether it's painting, writing, or even cooking, and allow that passion to enrich your daily life. By incorporating hobbies into your routine, you create a life filled with intention, engagement, and peace. Remember, life is not about the number of years lived, but the joy found in each day. 8. Financial stability. Financial stability in your 70s or 80s is not just a luxury, it is a blessing that grants you a deep sense of freedom, independence, and peace of mind. If you are in this stage of life and have managed to maintain a stable financial position, you are indeed among the fortunate. Think about the relief of knowing you can comfortably meet your needs without leaning on your children or other family members for support. Buddhist teachings remind us that simplicity and mindfulness are key to living a meaningful life. Simplicity in this sense doesn't mean depriving yourself or living with less. Rather, it's about appreciating what you have, making thoughtful decisions, and not letting money control your life. This wisdom extends to financial management, living within your means, making prudent choices, and being conscious of how you use your resources. It's about living your later years without unnecessary worries. For many, keeping finances in order at this age requires careful planning and self-discipline. This might involve regular savings, prudent investments, and staying away from unnecessary debt. Having a stable income, whether through a pension, investments, or other sources, creates a foundation that supports a life of dignity, comfort, and, most importantly, freedom. With financial security, you are not merely surviving, you are thriving. You can enjoy hobbies that bring you joy, take trips to places you've always dreamed of, or contribute to causes that matter to you. You gain the ability to live life on your own terms, with the flexibility to explore new experiences that enrich your later years. In the Jataka tales of the Buddha, there is a story of King Vesantara, who was known for his generosity. He gave away all of his riches to help others, yet he lived a life of fulfillment and contentment. This story reminds us that true wealth lies not just in the accumulation of material things, but in the wisdom of how we use what we have. Are you using your resources to live your best life, or do they control you? In this stage of life, financial stability should not only be about having enough to meet your needs, but about how you can use that stability to foster joy, meaning, and generosity. Ask yourself, how can you ensure your financial future remains stable? Do you need to revisit your financial plan, seek the advice of a professional, or explore new opportunities to save and invest? Taking proactive steps today will safeguard your peace of mind for tomorrow. It's not about how much you have, but how effectively you manage what you possess. Financial stability, particularly in your later years, grants you not only the ability to live with dignity, but also the freedom to make choices that align with your deepest values. Living without the constant stress of financial worry allows you to focus on what truly matters: your health, your relationships, and your inner peace. Ultimately, financial stability is not just about having money, it's about cultivating the freedom to live your life the way you desire. It's about having the dignity to face each day without the weight of financial stress. In the golden years of life, when time becomes our most precious resource, it is this freedom that becomes invaluable. So, take a moment to reflect. What can you do today to build and protect your financial stability? 9. Mental sharpness. Mental sharpness is like honing a blade. It requires constant practice, commitment, and the will to keep learning. For men in their 70s and 80s, maintaining mental clarity is more than just an advantage, it is a lifeline. The ability to stay sharp in later years not only enhances the quality of life, but also becomes an invaluable shield against the common threats of scams and fraud that often target the elderly. Buddhist teachings remind us of the importance of mental vigilance. In Buddhism, the mind is viewed as the origin of all experiences. Thus, to live fully, the mind must be kept active, engaged, and curious. In modern life, this translates into challenging yourself with new learning opportunities, engaging in activities such as solving puzzles, reading books, and staying up to date with current events. These seemingly simple activities sharpen your mind, allowing you to swiftly identify when someone is trying to deceive or manipulate you. A sharp mind acts as a powerful defense mechanism against dishonesty, ensuring you can navigate life with confidence and clarity. But mental sharpness is not only about protecting oneself from the negative aspects of life. It's also about opening the door to joy and wonder. With a sharp mind, you can savor the beauty in small moments, a good conversation with a friend, the pleasure of reading a thought-provoking book, or the satisfaction of solving a challenging problem. Curiosity is the secret ingredient that keeps the mind young, no matter the physical age. When you keep questioning, exploring, and discovering new things, you are nurturing your mind. By continuously nurturing your mind with new knowledge and experiences, you not only protect yourself from external threats, but also create a life filled with meaning, purpose, and fulfillment. The mind is the seat of the soul, and by keeping it sharp, you allow your soul to grow and flourish in ways that enrich every aspect of your being. In today's world, where distractions are endless and attention spans are shorter than ever, it's easy to let mental sharpness slip away. Yet this is precisely why staying mentally active is so crucial. Regular mental exercises, whether it's learning a new skill, practicing mindfulness, or simply engaging in stimulating conversations, keep the mind agile and adaptable. This adaptability is vital because, as we age, the ability to respond to life's challenges with clarity and wisdom becomes more important than ever. As the great Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh said, "The mind can go in 1,000 directions, but on this beautiful path I walk in peace." A sharp mind allows you to walk this path with peace, knowing that you are prepared for whatever comes your way. The pursuit of mental sharpness is not a burden, but rather a joyful, lifelong practice that leads to a rich and vibrant life. It is a reminder that learning and growth never stop, even at 70 or 80. The desire to know more, to understand, and to explore the world keeps the mind vibrant and alive. By actively engaging in this pursuit, you are not only keeping your mind sharp, but also ensuring that you live fully, with curiosity, enthusiasm, and a sense of adventure. And that truly is the essence of a life well lived. Thank you for joining me today on the journey of wisdom. I hope you found these 9 insights valuable and inspiring, whether you're in your 70s, 80s, or simply looking ahead. Remember, it's never too late to embrace new habits and philosophies to enhance your life and the lives of those around you. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to turn on notifications so you won't miss our upcoming videos filled with more wisdom and practical Buddhist teachings. Let's continue this journey together as we strive to live with purpose, peace, and mindfulness every day.